Hi. Let me start by just kind of saying I hope this video finds you well and that you and your family are making all the right decisions to keep yourselves that way. I thought I'd spend a bit of time talking to you about the work that we're going to be asking your children to do in futures over the next coming weeks or however long it might be. The New Economic Foundation have done some research into ways to be well. And they've come up with something called the 5 ways to well-being. And these are 5 things that are heavily research-based that say if we do these things, we will be happier, healthier, and live longer. Well, what I'd like to do is set the children a challenge to see how many of these things they can do whilst they're off school. Because I'm really aware that over the next week, 2 weeks, however long it's going to be, more and more work will be coming from school, from different teachers, that's going to require them to do plenty of research, spend some time in front of a screen, and work a lot in quite a disciplined way from home. And one of the things Futures does is it brings balance to the curriculum. So along with building our academic side, we need to grow ourselves personally as well. And so what I'd like to do is give them an opportunity to grow themselves while they're not here. So what I've done, on Show My Homework, I've posted a PowerPoint that talks them through the 5 ways to well-being. These 5 things that we're told if we do these things, we will be happier and healthier. And I'd like to set them a challenge to see if they can try doing at least one of those things every day. And I'd like them to keep a diary, or just a brief diary that says, this is what I did that day. And the goal is that if they can do all of these things, I'm hoping it'll genuinely help people get through the period ahead, because for all of us, it's going to be quite difficult with the kind of isolation that we'll be facing. So one of the things it asks them to do is to connect. Now, that might seem quite difficult when we're not out and about, but actually, there's a difference between interacting and connecting. When we interact, I say, Mom, what's for tea? Is there football practice tonight? When I connect, I spend time listening and try to know someone. So I ask interesting questions like, what did you want to be when you grew up? I want them to do things like that. I want them to ask you questions about who you wanted to be. I want them to ask questions of each other and show interest. I want them to do things that are going to help them to take notice of their surroundings in ways that they haven't before. So this challenge allows them to do that. So I'm hoping the PowerPoint will explain what the 5 different things are and a few ideas on what they might want to do. And the goal, as I say, try and do one every day. And it might be that at the end of each day they stop and they reflect. And you could make this a family thing. You know, you're stuck together, so why not? You could all try and do these things. You could try and follow these 5 ways to well-being. You could make it a regular thing at the end of the day where you all catch up around the dinner table and say, okay, which one did you manage today? And people could share their stories of the one thing they did. You could have incentives and rewards for the people who did the best one. Like, oh, I agree, yours was a better one than mine today. That was great. But if we can really use this time to connect as families on those moments when we're not desperately hoping that we don't end up killing our own children, but the more we can get through this, through growing as people, I think the better. So hoping this will be a great opportunity. I'm hoping it's something that people can throw themselves into, and it'd be really great if you could do it too. Hopefully that's of some use, and you all stay happy, healthy and safe out there. Thanks.